Jimmy helps the whole world.
Well, Rev, he's a crazy bastard, and he's everyone's best friend in the world. You know, everyone really cares about him.
All right, record this, goddammit.
Hey everybody. I'm learning to drum.
One day, dude, I'm just gonna get off the bus and
some of the best in the world.
I'm gonna run in the woods. I'm never gonna come back. And when I come back, I'm gonna be the knife master.
Best drummer in the world.
I ran into this guy once.
Look at the size of that fucking duck.
Jimmy the Rev. I did. Just bumped into him accidentally.
Jimmy Sullivan, a.k.a. The Rev. Few names resonate
Jimmy
as deeply as
Sullivan,
his
yeah.
in the world of modern rock and metal music. As a founding
I
member and
recognized
the
him. I didn't
original
even
drummer
know
for
he
the
was a
band Avenged
drummer for this
Sevenfold,
band.
he carved out a lasting
Avenged
legacy for
Sevenfold.
himself.
Hey everybody, I
His
got a
drumming
great show
style
for you.
was
I'm
as
good at drum.
original
I'm
as his
learning to drum.
personality and his undeniable flair, both on and off the stage.
He was a
earned
wild
himself
man,
the
wasn't
name
he?
The Rev.
Gosh.
He's an iconic figure in the metal community, and his music continues to inspire drummers around the world. Join us as we dive into the genius of Jimmy the Rev Sullivan.
Drumeo, man, thank you. I'm really getting a lot of help from Drumeo. I've only been drumming about 10 months, and I'm already starting to float and it feels really neat. I never knew.
The Rev's
I
musical
never
career began
knew,
early.
man.
At
Drumming.
only 5
I've been
years old,
playing
his
guitar.
parents urged him to take both piano and drum lessons.
I've been playing
And although he
guitar
resisted
and
at
piano.
first, he
Piano since
finally
8 years
signed up
old.
for
I'm
lessons at
a
the age of
guitarist.
10. He first started playing on a toy drum set from Sears,
Yeah,
but a
I
year
had a
later
Sears
he got
and
his own
Roebuck,
kit and he started
Silvertone
listening
guitar.
to all kinds of different music.
Anyway,
about his
I'm gonna
early
get
drumming years,
a
he
soda.
wrote, "The music I was
Listen to
listening
this
to
for a
was
minute, and I'm
metal,
gonna drum.
so I
I got
started
mine.
transcribing it. I started getting into faster stuff. First Pantera, then Slayer."
I got my drums tuned in. I spent like 5 hours today working on the EQ. I have 2 mics on the drums. I want a D12 in the kick, a short D12 in the kick, and a SM57 for the snare, top snare, and the toms. And that's it. And there's an overhead here I'm talking on, but I right now can only connect the 2 at a time because I'm lazy and I don't have my other 8 channel plugged in. So watch for a minute, and this is Drumeo guy, and thanks again Drumeo and Sweetwater, man. This is an unsolicited. I don't get anything from anyone, and but I've been buying things from Sweetwater for like 25 years, and you can't beat them. So all right, I'll talk to you in a minute.
Up until the age of 16, the Rev further branched out and developed his signature style. He was involved in several projects during high school, including a ska punk band called Suburban Legends in the late 90s. But it wasn't until he joined up with childhood friends M Shadows and Zachy Vengeance to form Avenged Sevenfold that he found his musical home.
When we decided in high school that we were going to start a band, we went to Jimmy, and we're like, hey, dude, do you want to be in this band? And he's just like, he knew he was too good to be in the band, because me and Zach both kind of sucked, and we were just trying to write these songs, screaming over them, and he's like, I guess I will, because we're friends. We're both playing it because we're friends.
If there's a rumor going around that I thought I was too good to be in this band, it wasn't this band. Matt was in a band called Successful Failure, and that I was originally slotted to play drums for that, but that didn't work out.
As all of the band members adopted stage names, the moniker the Reverend Tholomew Plague, aka the Rev, was born.
Actually, I did have the name The Rev. There's a longer version of it, which lots of people know.
He wanted to be known as the Reverend Tholomew Plague, and at this point, he was wearing a kimono everywhere he went, and his hair was about this big. And
I remember the Rev literally running in a bathrobe. He had this kimono, this bright yellow and orange fluorescent kimono.
His drumming style is really one
Getting
of
my
a kind.
drums in
He
tune here,
seamlessly
hold on.
blended elements of heavy metal, punk, and progressive rock,
you know what I
crafting
mean.
a sound that was both powerful and
that's
intricate.
loud. He's loud.
Listen to this bridge section from 2005's
Killer.
Backcountry to see what I mean.
Oh yeah, insane. Whoa, too loud.
Varied rudiment-based fills, furious double bass chops, thrashy groove-based beats, and even a bouncy pop groove at the end. This section has it all. Rev used single strokes to great effect, orchestrating them around his kit in lots of different ways. He would also throw in drags to add a dynamic layer, like in the intro section. His explosive drumming became the driving force behind many of the band's songs during this era. Just listen to the relentless intro from Burn It Down.
Wow! Woo! Like a machine gun.
He's also a huge fan of intricate hand-to-foot
All right.
combos. Some great examples of these are in the bridge section of Unbound.
Okay. We go.
He was also a huge fan of intricate hand-to-foot combos. Some great examples of these are in the bridge section of Unbound. The intro from Reminiscence. And this fill from Blinded in Chains that sounds a little bit like Hot for Teacher by Van Halen.
Oh yeah. Killer. No!
He also had a way of using every part of his massive drum kit, accenting shots in
I
lots
need
of
another
unique
kick.
ways. Sideline. This bridge section, also from Reminiscence, where he pulls off an intricate ride bell pattern while playing a two-handed hi-hat groove at a fast tempo. Punk music is a huge influence on the Rev's signature groove. For skate beats in the 77,
To me, it just adds. which he did so effortlessly.
Punk! Punk!
Because no one does it. It's very hard to keep yourself
kind of a hip-hop-ish type of really...
Look at the rudimentary.
That one's hard. And the guitar is really good too.
The Rev also knew how important
The Rev
visual
knew.
component is. The Rev was a The 2005 album City of Evil features some of the Rev's most iconic double bass parts. The way he incorporates the double bass and the
City
intro
of Evil,
glide
I
into
don't
chains
know
to
if I
support the pattern he
like
plays
that.
with his hands is a great example.
Yeah.
When asked about the double bass, the Rev said, "There's always these keep it together. If you put a double bass on, it just and attaching cymbals, a splash, or a ride to the double. The rest of the song He was also skilled in coming up with syncopated double bass patterns, complementing his bandmates' guitar riffs. A similar syncopated double bass pattern can also be heard in the verse section from Unholy Confessions, this time in groups of 5. This is how the Rev played it live, and then I'll play what's on the record. Same track, he cycles through a flurry of 16th notes, 16th note triplets, and 8th notes to drive the momentum of the song. The end section of the track also double bass pattern, combining a bunch of different ideas you've heard earlier in the song.
Jimmy wrote a really cool double kick part. I'll do that album tempo because live we
I need
really
another
make
kick.
it sluggish.
In Trashed and Scattered, you can also see the Rev pulling off some interesting double bass parts, from furious 16th notes and hand-to-foot combos at a tempo of 175 BPM. To another trademark syncopated double bass pattern complementing the guitar. Which is a true anthem of rite of passage to any aspiring double bass drummer.
Ferocious double bass. Yeah, I just wanted to add that I always love the placement of the fills. Yeah, right. I think they did that intro evolve into Jimmy incorporating those accents at the beginning.
Yeah, I remember him formulating all those things prior to that and coming in with a bunch of different crazy fills in between. I know we wanted to have this big metal style orchestration.
Photograph dampening my
From his constant 16th notes on the feet in the verse.
This guy was a savant. A savant on drums, and the guitars.
To one of the most
Great,
ferocious drum
too.
solos of the era.
The bass guitar and the guitars are great. Wow. The whole band is fantastic, and this Avenged Sevenfold really
It's
pros.
worth diving into this solo because it features many of the Rev's signature moves while showcasing
Really,
his
I've only been
incredibly
drumming
precise
10 months,
footwork.
guys,
He's
so
playing
don't laugh
quarter-note
at me.
triplets on his hands against a 16th note double
I
kick
shoot
pattern
for the-
before
I shoot for the
launching into some
stars.
fast hand-foot combos.
I
The
just
best
love
drummers
how
in
it
the
builds.
world.
It makes a lot of sense.
Oh, I need another kick. I need a double kick. I need another kick. I can go back and forth with my hi-hat and my kick pretty good. So maybe I could do a double
So what
kick. I
he's
don't know.
doing after those triplets at the beginning is he's playing combinations for
Those are 4 on speed too.
which at that tempo is really hard to articulate. First time I saw you guys on the Warped Tour, it was 90, and I said, it's just how precise people were.
Yeah.
Can't do obviously, but you can pull something off like that. You just have to think articulation and
Right.
I got a way better tone, I think.
you know,
Been working
it's
on
not
it all
gonna sound
day.
like that if
Yeah, you have to
you're-
start playing a lot of slowly. You know?
and to get your left foot equally
Right. He worked his ass off.
right foot, you know,
Yeah.
you have to just keep
The Rev also liked to play different patterns and accents with his hands while maintaining intensity in double bass. This verse off Sidewinder is a great example where he manages to add in 30 seconds. The Rev wrote a similar part for the 2010 song Nightmare, cycling through 30-second and 16-note drops with his feet. And you can check out the demo he recorded on an electron. Tragically, the Rev passed away before the band stepped into the studio. The album was in good hands with one of his drumming heroes, Mike Portnoy.
They called me up and they were like, you know, you were one of your favorite drummers, you would do it. And I was like, I'd be honored to do it myself. So an electronic kit. Really? So it's no real drums. And they're just skeleton vocals. So I ended up having to take the basic grooves and the bells. You don't hear that. But there's a lot of the demos with the really singing. singing there.
Yes, great.
The patterns are there. Yeah, to be called upon to do this was really quite an honor, and I took it very seriously. I wanted to make sure that I was representing everything he was intending on doing. And they gave me the demos for all the songs in the album. They had already demoed everything with the Rev playing on an electronic kit. The framework was there. I mean, basically all of the grooves and beats were there. Spent a lot of time really learning exactly what he was intending on doing, and we spent a lot of time really nailing it and making sure that his vision, his drum vision, was brought to life, and that was pretty much my job for this session.
The fact that the Rev could pull off these challenging double bass parts so precisely is a testament to both his talent and dedication. It's no wonder countless double bass masters include his name when talking about the all-time greats. But this is only one of the many reasons why his drumming is so legendary.
That was cool, dude.
Maybe the one thing that the Rev doesn't get enough credit for is his creative and versatile music. Besides drums, he also laid down numerous of these sevenfold tracks. Take a close look at how critical playing.
Sorry.
This part from Crossroads, which is the B-side of his self-titled album. He would also support lead singer M. Shadows with backup vocals like in Seize the Day. Or this epic chorus from Afterlife. One of my favorite examples of the Rev's vocals is from A Little Piece of Heaven.
And you come in and just nail shit. That's not fucking auto-tune. You can't fucking auto-tune that. Or tune it or whatever.
With his vocal abilities, the Rev is part of an elite circle of singing drummers that are able to pull off vocal runs and demanding drum parts simultaneously. Many people may not know that the Rev was also a skilled pianist, and you can hear some of his playing on the song I Won't See You Tonight, Part 1. As well as the intro from Warmness of the Soul off their first album, Sounding the Seventh Trumpet. But the Rev was also an integral part of Avenged Sevenfold's songwriting process. As a real multi-instrumentalist, he not only came up with the iconic drum parts, but he also wrote melodies and arrangements for entire tracks. He was largely responsible for many of the band's biggest hits, like Almost Easy, Critical Acclaim, Backcountry, and fan favorite, Afterlife.
He came one day and said, I have a song for you guys. Little did we know he had this full song that he'd been, hoarded away in his house writing, and we heard it, we just flipped out. He just really stepped up to the plate, and typical the Rev fashion, the chorus is extremely catchy. It has a pop element, but in more somber tone.
Let's take a closer look at the chorus group here. Although relatively simple, it binds together the various elements in the track, adding that catchy anthemic quality. The Rev could also make more complex phrases and odd times that could sound groovy. Check out this awesome, almost genty syncopated double bass groove from the verse of I Won't See You Tonight Part 2, which is in 7. Which is in 9, setting the stage for the track with high-intensity drum fills. The Rev loved to include drum breaks or mini drum solos in many of Avenged Sevenfold songs. This solo from Darkness Surrounding off their first record is a great example of the Rev's creativity and unconventional approach. Is that despite having never recorded to a click track before, the Rev recorded all the drums for their first album in one take.
The Rev, to him, to his credit, he was like, well, I know all these songs, I'm just going to play them one time. And so we started to record, like, it's not normal, right? Like, you want to get in there and get it perfect and just not he's a great drummer. It didn't really matter. He played like 6 songs and we're like, I mean, we have no comments, so we just kept going. Then by the end of it, he's like, I'm going to do this whole record in one take. I'm going to make sure I'm not going to go back and do anything.
In 2001, the Rev and Sinister Gates formed a side project called Kinky Smooth. This experimental band was the perfect playground for the Rev as he was featured on drums, piano, and lead vocals. And there's some real gems on their one and only album. One in particular is this wild King Crimson-inspired groove from the song Mesmer. Danny Elfman's music was a huge influence on the Rev's musicality. In this track, McFly, you can hear the Rev developing a more theatrical, almost circus-like approach.